is up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's keep mic facing. Yeah. Thought the mic might have not been facing the right way. I hate when that happens. Okay, what's up, guys? We're back. It's been a while. It's been like 4 days because I've been lazy as fuck and I didn't really want to stream. My schedule is more of a guideline, I think. Whoops. I think it's closer to a guideline. Did I turn off the microphone or the webcam? No. Okay. I must have done something wrong. Hang on. Oh, I know what I did wrong. We'll get started in a second. I know what I did wrong. There we go. That is kind of loud. Come on. It never, like, it takes forever to show the audio thing. Come on. It's like super loud. I don't really want to. Okay, we'll just do this. No, that's not where I am. Wait. No, I don't want to do from chapter start. Oh, okay, wait. Time is 1 a.m. I want to turn down my volume mixer. I'm gonna see if I can do that. You guys can read. It's fine. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Oh, I made it louder. Alright, we're good, we're good. Jeez. Alright, cool. Looks like we're opening up a safe. I think with Gumshoe, right? Oh, it's Damask, or whatever his name is. We've been had. Mask Damask. Salutations. Turn on searchlights. I guess Gumshoe got robbed. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Or whatever they were defending, I guess. That's Mask Damask. I still don't remember. Like, I know who he is, but... Well, I don't know who he is, but... Whatever. It's like a very well-known... We shall meet again when the next moon is full. He's like a... Really... Fuck, what's the one I'm looking for? Infamous, that's it. Really infamous thief. I got a Discord notification. Okay. Oh, I have to turn... Hang on. I gotta fix this. So you guys can actually see it properly, or so I can actually see it properly. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Jeez, it's still kind of loud. So on the last one, on the last fucking thing we did, we were playing as Mia in our first case, and we saved Wright. Well, we cleared his innocence rather, and now we're doing whatever. Are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. It's important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. We're about to hit the big time. Big time. What do you mean we? You don't mean you and me are... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly. Oh, I didn't know she stayed with us from the second game. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Oh, I guess she didn't stay with us. What are you doing here? Haven't you... Did I remember to... Hang on. I think I forgot to do something. No, I didn't. Okay. We're good. We are good. Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Take a look at this. Pearl is also medium, but she's like fucking 5 or something. Some kind of poster. Oh, we got the... This is from the last game. Kurain Village. The... okay. The vase in the picture is supposed to say Amy, but Pearl broke it and put it together. So it says I am. We'll be singing another tune tonight. What about tonight? The Treasures of Kurain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoters sent us some special VIP entry passes. That makes sense, they're from Kurain Village. That's why I dressed up, Jesus. You can't see the thin 1 pixel wide line on that. Well, I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, a different day. Cool. This young lady here is Maya Fey. Younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. Alright, yeah, I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl's Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. Fey, I think, is a family name, so she's related. Okay. She's Mia's cousin and spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. So this is just the exposition dump, I guess. It's a good series. It's kind of boring when it's all exposition like this and you already played through it. Kurain Village is the home of the mysterious Kurain channeling technique, and Maya here is the daughter of the Kurain School of Channeling's master. I actually don't know what new mechanics are introduced in this one. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make 2 gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Okay, so we got the exhibit poster. I want to take a look at that, actually. Can I take a look at it? Okay, no, I can't. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordy Taylor main exhibit hall. Let's take a look. Poster for the Treasures of Kurain exhibits. Okay, so all we see is a sacred urn, which was broken, so it's not that sacred anymore. This is a Megatama. I guess we still have this from the second game. It lets us break the locks around someone's heart. It's a cool little mechanic, but I don't know how much it's used in this game. Lordly Taylor, Jesus. The city's fanciest, most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wait, have I played this before? Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in Fey Manor's storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick. The person in charge of the exhibit... fuck me. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. I feel like I might have played this before. Let's take a look around. Might be some interesting stuff. We got a little... It's probably where the urn's supposed to be. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with something on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. I feel they're lying to us. Yeah, I bet you it'd really take your breath away. Okay, what's this thing? Yeah, I didn't fucking point at that. Wait, okay, what is it? Mystic Maya, look, I can't believe it. It's so cute, it's a little diorama of Kurain Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fey Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. I kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. So it looks like there's something back here. Is that an urn? Just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. It's the treasure exhibit, isn't it? Yeah, but like if it's not real treasure, it's all it takes to be a treasure is age. No wonder nobody likes museums. Damn. Fucking harsh on museums, aren't you? Right. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. Yeah, that's right, in the second game. In that murder case that happened in Crane Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Crane sacred writing folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? I do remember that. That's from the second game, actually. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably historic knowledge only mediums would know. Esoteric. Why the fuck did I say historic? Esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 100 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Okay, that's about it for that. So let's move along to the basement warehouse. October 11th, Lord Lee Taylor, basement warehouse. A lot of channels are live right now. This is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster, you're right. A monster? I don't know who she is. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You, I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? I don't remember her. Nice to meet you, I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. Okay, I would like a flashback for this one, because I don't remember where the fuck she's from. So it's the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Stored away. Okay, so we can change... Oh, we can even change the screen. How do I reach that? Can I use a button instead? Yes, I can. Let's take a look here. We'll just ignore her for now. Yeah, tell her to mind her own business for a second. It says organi. I wonder if it's supposed to say organic or organized. Okay, you just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? What's this fancy looking thing? It's got a sword. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue was on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Okay, so we got the golden statue is going to be relevant. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Isn't it your family? You are the future master, right? I don't know what I say. Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen the statue. That thing is the Korean Shishisto? Shishisto? Shichishito. Shichishito? I don't fucking know. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Okay. Ah, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Why are you eyeing me for? Or what are you eyeing me for? I don't fucking know. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? I don't think there's much else on this screen. We can head back, though. Her? Oh, burr. Looks like part of a big signboard, and all I can read on it is the burr. Aha, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking it said burger too, and then I realized how much of an idiot that would be. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kind of doubt it. Aha, I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. What? Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait. That's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Yeah, you fucking idiot. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. How the fuck is it supposed to say spaghetti? What the fuck? Its security camera is trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. That might become relevant later. This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then data from the computer gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. I don't think there's much in Korean Village apart from, like, some sticks. I don't think they do much over there. Okay, it looks like it's about it. Let's talk. Adrian Andrews. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on here? Who's this woman? Why are you spazzing out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Mai, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easy. Please, Mai, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Okay. I think Pearls always says that Maya and Wright aren't in a relationship. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed him. Or needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Oh, fuck, I remember her now. Not really, I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up, Jesus Christ. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. Lord Lee Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lord Lee Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. Let me listen to the audio. Well, Lord Lee Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. Let me listen. That sounds okay. Sounds fine. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Oh look, it's already 8. I almost said I am. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. It's 8 p.m. You dummy. Hahaha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? Kids' dinner. I've never had one of those before. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews look so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. We're about to get fucked. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. law offices. Nick, this is terrible. We're cleaning the toilet again. I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. Very determined. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief Masque de Masque. Masque de Masque? According to a spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lord Lee Taylor? You don't think. Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Masque de Masque. Honestly, I don't know if you pronounced the star. Masque Star de Masque? I don't know. Our most valuable treasure. The Korean's secret urn was stolen. What? Wait, but the Korean's... But that fucking... We all know that she broke... Oh, wait, I think only Nick, or Wright and Pearl now. Might be wrong. Hey, this is the office. We got a plant. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It's a plant. It must be nice to be a plant, being able to just sit there in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey, Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming. Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not going to give me a second of peace. Alright, let's talk to them. Let's lay it on them. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Korean village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Yeah, it says I am instead of Amy on it. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well... There's some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Okay, so Maya doesn't know then. That's funny. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred urn. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I... Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. There's nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you'd find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. That sounds like something from from Professor Layton. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale mage of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask de Mask, Nick. To make a note of it, Mask de Mask. I'm surprised that Wright doesn't... Oh, no. Jesus Christ, no, Mask to Mask. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. What were you talking about? Oh, last year's incident. That's right. 1 year ago, the murder in Korean village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being a key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. There we go, see? That was correct. until Pearl's accidentally broke into a middle piece into... I can't fucking read today, jeez. I'm illiterate. She tried to secretly fix it, let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. So that's why it says I am. Anyway, this is how her glue ring project turned out. She put the piece together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. It's a pretty easy mistake to make, I guess. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. There's something left to talk about there. Looks like it's still move somewhere. Actually, wait, can we present the urn? Is this thing really all that valuable? It looks kind of, well, junky if you ask me. But it's got the soul of Mystic Amy, the founder of our channeling technique. So how much do you think you can get for it? What? Sell the sacred urn. You know, I never thought about that. Hey Pearly, make a note of that. Ways to save money. Tips 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible. Check. Somehow I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. Moving over to the main exhibition hall. Oh wait. Sometimes you gotta not pay attention to the stream. October 12th, Lord Lee Taylor, main exhibition hall. I don't know. It's not that I don't care about stream. I just get bored. I have things to do. I have like other things I find more entertaining than streaming. And occasionally I just want to do that, but I don't know. There are things I want to play on stream too. The thing is, I'll start a game and I'll get bored of it really quickly, because I'm just like that in general. But I want to play through this to the end, even though I'm kind of bored of it right now. But I also want to play things like Grim Fandango. There's some other games I wanted to play on Steam. Danganronpa 2 and 3, because I haven't actually played through those or watched those yet. I watched the first one, so I won't be playing through that one, because it doesn't have a lot of replay value, so there's kind of no point. So I'll stick to this, I suppose. I don't know. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Oh wait, I know that. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. He's more like, it's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here and... Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, Little Missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. It's funny because a detective is also known as a dick. Although Gumshoe is also commonly named to refer to detectives, so his name can pretty much be Detective, or Dick, or Gumshoe, you know? Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. I think he's more of a New Yorker than a Bostonian. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah. Good to see you again, too, I guess. I just call him Gumshoe. I love Gumshoe. Let's present the Magatama to him. What about this? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night. My brain's not really working right. Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix the problem. Hey, keep it down. You might have really good hearing for all you know. I might get mad if you heard. I can hear everything you were saying, pal. Alright, Gumshoe is fucking cool. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask to Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case against a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? No idea who that is. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about Mask to Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as amusing... I can't fucking do this voice. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And it only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Lee Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Okay, so we got a lot to go through. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? That's good. I can't. Yeah, I gotta admit, his pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time a thief sends out one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. Then Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? I got the calling card. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask to Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got them on it. I keep falling back into the voice, even though I don't want to do it. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. I see, so they don't want copycats. That's gonna become important later. That specific thing. That makes sense. When you get famous there are always imitators. But Nick, if you could work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Can't read about that here. There's nothing really I want to learn. Just want to move along. Basement warehouse. October 12th, Lordly Taylor, basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? This guy... I think I've played through this case too, actually. I don't remember it very well. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you, anyway? Shh! Silence! Oh, this is the detective. He. Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What did you see? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Now, hang on a second. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that is nothing more. That how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be my first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Luke Atme. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. That's pretty good. I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. You can't just put Ace in front of everything. And I'm Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Everyone's putting fucking Ace in front of everything. Jesus Christ. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Very well, let's chat him up. Oh, wait a second. No, don't talk to him yet. I see something on the floor there. Something that I want to examine. Oh, never mind. Sir lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. I can't, so basically I can't examine right now. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye for which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think you pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's anything you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival Mask to Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay. So he's saying, don't touch your fucking shit, dude. We can do that. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I don't know. Where'd you pull that from? I am Mask to Mask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective Luke Atme. At this moment there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I've returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved from them, it's not much. So in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Okay. So got mask to mask. I don't know if I should keep doing the voices. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I've devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. Wait, so you two were fucking fighting down here? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here, in Lordly Taylor? Naturally, wherever Damask goes, he will find Acme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask's are out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. You didn't fucking let him leave, dude. He just left. Could you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. Hey, he does have a really long nose. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card. You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And I waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of sight of others. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. So you didn't fucking let him escape, dude. He just left. He just said, I have the urn. I'm leaving. For someone who seriously messed up about his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. That's right, that's right. I'm getting fucking tired. Is Adrian on the left here, or on the right? I don't think he'll let us examine. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to move or present something to him. I'll present something to him. I won't fucking read it though. I'm getting tired. My voice is getting tired. I need a small break. It's at a good reading speed, at least. Like, you can't just skip through it all. He looks like the penguin. Here's a video. And he wants to sell it. Incredible. No thanks. There's something we can talk to him about, and I don't know if we can check the other side for examinations. Seems to be some sort of paint. I don't know. Oh well, let's move. Let's go back up to the main exhibition hall. Talk to Gumshoe? No? Oh. I don't know what to do then. Let's go back to the office. Maybe we can talk to Maya. Nope. Okay, maybe we have to present something to Atney. Since we've maxed out the dialogue for everyone. It's been a while since I've played these games. Wait, this is his music? Let's just present everything. Master Mask calling cards got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace sphere medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, sword lawyer, I've been told that you were too pursuing the mysterious thief. Do we play Goda in this case? That's right. We're gonna find the secret urn no matter how much, no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return then to my office. To my Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, sir lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. And away he goes. Instant transmission. He's fucking gone. I don't like the idea of this guy of doing this guy's work for him. Yeah, seriously. Oh, it's no big deal. Let's hurry up and right here. I'm gonna go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? Of course, pearls. Let's take a look at this sword first of all. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say that was called again? Fucking Shichishito, I think. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or it says Mrs. Andrews. Shichishito. Okay. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it's still like hotcakes. I think they said it wasn't a real sword, right? So it shouldn't... There's something that's bothering me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Yeah. Ah. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. So something went down here in the warehouse. Awesome, Pearly. I hadn't expected any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Ugh. I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atney smashed Master Mask with it, but he never fucking met a Maya. Like this. What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? Did she just hit me with the sword? I think it was even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Shouldn't she fucking that sword. The sword. I don't know what to call it. I got a box of paint. This pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Grr, I worked so hard to make that box. You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manors. There was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it had been better if Master Mask had taken the box, too. That's a... I don't know, like, can a box be shitty? How do you make a shitty box? Like... Oh... I guess... I don't know, it's just weird. Like, can a box really be all that shitty? Whatever. Camera. Security camera, it's trained on the big doors of the storeroom. Said to take a photo anyway. Security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of the door and I'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make it a really scary face. Like this? What about the burger sign? Okay, there's nothing different about it. Maybe it's just fucking spaghetti. Oh my god, you're right. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It's such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. probably the trap that the detective has set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. How old is Wright? He can't be that old. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were sympathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyways. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyways, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Okay. That'll be important, I'm sure. I don't want this pain. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. The way the paint, like, it's an L, so there was, like, something there. Oh, it's probably where the statue was. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. No. Wasn't it last night that you guys were here? It was spilled last night. Clearly. What the fuck? What is this? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stage. You're right. I wonder what it could be. Maybe the box. I don't know. The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Is she gonna mention the sword again? Statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? No, it was moved. Yeah, it's where the fucking thing was. I'm sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. The statue was moved on the night of the crime. It was updated. Okay. Cool. I think it still says organic on it. And did we check the door last time? Mr. Nick, what's this big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. Okay. Sure, you keep it a sacred urn. Yeah, we're not bad. I guess we move back up to Gumshoe. We're pretty much done examining down there anyways. Oh, Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Hello? Phoenix Wright here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. Mask to Mask surrendered. That's great. So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you... What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? Detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask to Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. Let's get over here soon. Beep. The detention center, huh? Okay, looks like we're headed over to meet fucking Mask to Mask. I need to stop randomly just putting swears and everything. This is not the detention center. I went to the At-Me Detective Agency. I don't want to do his voice. This is a detective agency. Looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello, is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya. Guess I'll have to try back later. Actually, while he's not here, let's check out this place. This disc is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. I just love chemistry. Water's made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, no, no. Not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh. Well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories you mean the ones that make up inside... the ones you make up inside that head of yours. Yeah, it's not fine. It's... oh, wait. There's no difference between those two. Let's check out the bookshelf. It's an impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective. Unabridged edition by Luke Atme, Ace Detective. Someone's got a big head, Jesus. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. How do they make those? Do they make the... Like, do they have the ship and then they make the bottle around the ship? Or... There's a little Luke at me doll at the helm. How cute. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. Glass slides have different names on them. This one says at me virus. This guy's just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. Pretty a big name, ain't he? Whoa, it's a huge hearth. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. And let's take a look at this giant painting. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. And there's a, something gram. I forget what the fuck it's called. Gramophone. Wow, I can't believe I forgot that. In the old days, people used to use them to listen to music. You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Yeah, I'll bet like $50, so... You never pay up when you lose. Okay, that's all we can do here. So let's move on to the detention center. I think we have to go back to the offices. Yeah. Alright, cool. Set up the detention center. October 12th, detention center, visitors room. Hey pal, welcome. I'm not fucking doing this voice. Hey pal, welcome to the detention center. I'm not fucking doing the voice. It hurts my throat. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep. After all, we got masked to right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. I slowly, like, start to do it again, and it sucks. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please don't just ignore me. Who is this? This mask to mask? Who are you? I'm a mask to mask. Okay, this guy's not fucking mask to mask. Hey Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous mask to mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it so far. I want to examine, hang on. Can I examine that police officer? He's always there. He's a very hard worker. Every game. Looks nervous being this close to an alleged thief. What the fuck? He's been in rooms with murderers. What are you talking about? Okay, mask to mask. So you're the mask to mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no. If you know what I mean. Since when is... I forgot Pearly was with us. What's wrong? Well, when I said wrong, what I really meant to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually mask star to mask. Or it's not mask to mask, it's mask to mask. Whatever. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that, I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. So, why'd you give yourself up? I did not mean to hit that. Well, you see, it's because, well... I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Okay. I don't buy that this guy is... Do we have his profile yet? Okay, this is mask to mask. You know, the clothing might be the same, but it's definitely not him. I guess age should be unknown. Young man who turned himself in as mask to mask. It doesn't seem right. Oh, oops. No, I don't want to examine. There's nothing to examine in that room. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Or maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. It'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear what he said, especially the last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Or maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. I like the art. Like the pixel work on him. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already. Just tell it to us straight. Please. Please don't yell at me. I don't even know. Huff? I'm sorry. That urn. I lost it. What? Lost it? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, or no. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know. What? You forgot a sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on a train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. And anyway, I'm sorry. I lost it somewhere, I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep's Mask Damask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. I guess she must be his wife. I don't know how to do the fucking huff noises, dude. That's weird. I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelepe. What the fuck? Palazzo Pelpepe. I don't know. Pelpepe. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. Damask's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Okay, so that's all we can do here. Do we have to move to the office, or can we move directly there? Okay. Okay. October 12th, Mask's hideout, and fucking Palette PP, whatever the fuck. Wow. Check this place out. No doubt about it, this Mask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? This is his wife. Huh? Who are you people? Are you... what does it say? Desiree? Delights? That's right. We'll call her Desi. I'm Desi. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us that you wanted us to stop by. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. We didn't agree on helping him. Well, hi, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky boy? That's what he's upset about. I do like the writing in this game. Writing's pretty good. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit. By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets what the fuck does that say? Deluded? I think, yeah. He gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. I don't know why I'm doing the English accent for her. It was me, I stole the urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But, are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? I highly doubt that. He has a fucking balloon and a costume in the back. He's clearly just delusional. Like, I think you're stupid. Me, I'm kind of woman who needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? That's terrifying. Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taker type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Oh, okay, other ways. Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. She's a fucking gold digger. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. He'd be dead. Talk about a high-maintenance wife. Desiree? Yeah, her nickname is Desi because I don't want to fucking pronounce Desiree. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Do security guards really get paid that much? I guess it depends what kind of security guard you are, huh? No, night of the crime. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe it caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. It sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Yeah, but she was flying down the street at 3 in the morning, like 1:30 in the morning. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Okay. Can we present? Yeah, we're gonna do profiles. What if we present Mask to Mask? Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask? Oh wait, was that the right thing to do? Jesus. Mask to Mask, of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yeah, exactly. There's no way he's Mask to Mask. Yep. What? Oh, huh? The biggest fan. Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What? What are you talking about? Okay, I guess we can go ask her about that more. Cool. I'm gonna get some water though real quick. I'll be back in a second. I think I'm beginning to adopt that homeless Killian look. I really like that one. Okay. It's a good look. Alright, so let's ask about the delusions. So, when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask. Huh? But, wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout. I don't know, he's got like 2 things. And a lot of books. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to his heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Master Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? We already did. He said he lost it. Mr. Delay isn't exactly the criminal type. Something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delay isn't Master Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. Weren't you speeding down the fucking road? That's illegal. I have the feeling you didn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter. Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Yeah, but she's totally waifu status material. Mr. Light. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter. What if we present it back to her? Here you go. Oh, she just tells to... Whatever. What else can I present? I'm an attorney. Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh no, this is a generic dialogue that happens when a character doesn't know how to interact with something. Okay, we're about done here then. Oh, my water bottle really far away. Atmi's probably back. Oh, that's right. Here. This from your wife. I know, and I'm agreeing, Excal. From Desi, thank you. Letter given to Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Alright. Mr. Lawyer. Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? I should put more pause. What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desi, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be relying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually it's not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh my god, it's contagious! Oh no, it's spreading! Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Oh shit, this is probably not actually, it's probably a fake, you know, thing. Edgy outside but still has genuine integrity. She's not that edgy on the outside. It's probably a fake choice, but we'll take the case anyways. If you want me to catch you up to speed, XCal, I can do that in a second. Well, Mr. Delay, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really, you will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. She's fucking crying. Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Alright, well now we're gonna deal with that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check on her later, would you? What about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Light's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm gonna cry. And she's wearing red too. She called herself a bad girl. Yeah, but she said she's not that. That doesn't fucking make you edgy automatically. What the fuck, man? Okay, so basically what happened was we were in a museum for an exhibit of Maya's hometown, like because they're mediums, so they were exhibiting things. This was like the super big, ooh shit, legendary treasure thing that they were having, and then it was stolen by this guy named Mask Damask, who's a legendary thief. I think this is his fifth heist. This guy turned himself in, Ronnie, turned himself in, claiming to be Mask Damask, even though we can tell he's not. And so I'm planning on defending him now. But basically the urn was stolen, and yeah, it's pretty much it. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Oh, and Pearl's Maya's younger cousin from the second game. That's when you meet her. She's just with us. I don't fucking know why. Why'd he claim to be him? Well, his wife said that he was delusional, so I guess that's all we have to go on. Like, he's his biggest fan. He's Mask to Mask's biggest fan, so I guess he's delusional or something. I don't know. October 12th, Wright and Cole office. Pearl should be here. There she is. Ah, Mr. Nick. Well, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. Wasn't she mad at us like 10 seconds ago? I'll go make some tea with it. To go with it. Hey, Pearls. Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Yeah, Desi is the wife of Ronnie. That's her fucking... What do you think? She just gave him that letter for no fucking reason? He just randomly gave... Like, oh shit, this guy's prison. I should give him a letter. Okay, cool. Unfair? Well, he's rich, so... Mystic Mind, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Did she drug it? What? Thanks, Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. I guess she just really wants to make up to it. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. Yeah, why is she here? We still don't know. Ron is the masked dude, but he just somehow doesn't know it. I don't think so. I feel like I've played this case before. Like, there's something in the back of my head that's telling me I played this case before, but I don't remember it. I'm betting on him not being Mask to Mask, though. First met Pearls a year ago. Okay, this is Pearl's backstory. It was when that murder happened at Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Yeah, she thinks that Maya and Nick are in love. Or Phoenix. Hey Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and I. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Crane Village custom, sort of. I think Maya's like 16, 18 in this game. Oh, she's 19. How old's Phoenix? 26. Phoenix, you can't be doing that. I guess this is fine. There's Mia. She's dead. Passed away 2 years ago. So that's when Maya was 17 and Nick was 24. Pearl's 9. She looks a lot younger than 9. Jesus. Gumshoe's 32? Yeah, I guess. Atmi's 34. Ron's 23. Desi's 23. Wait, what does it say about Phoenix to me? What more can I say? This is my 30 years a young but skilled lawyer. It's like a persona. I guess. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin and, well, because of the murder case last year. Pearlie's mother is in jail. Oh yeah. I remember that shit. I remember now, Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Yeah, so I guess Pearl doesn't really have any family right now, huh? Except for Maya. So you see, I'm the only family member Pearl has right now. But it's the same for me, too. My mother's gone, too. Yeah, but her mother died, like, Maya's mother died before the first game, I'm pretty sure. There are hardly any men in Crane Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? I thought she was a medium already. Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Crane Village kind of revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father... He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Okay, what does that have to do with Pearl getting the wrong idea? So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Oh, she's missing. She's not dead. My bad. My mistake. Maya's mother, Misty Faye. The current master of the Crane channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. Yeah, with the... I forget what the case was about. But whenever I think about it, I always think of the joke, that there's a small medium at large. That's a good one. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. Couldn't you just like channel her? And then like if you can't channel her, that's how you know she's alive? And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Right, because Mia's dead. And she left the village too, so it doesn't really matter. Mystic Maya, the master of the Korean technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls. You know what? Like, Ron and Desi obviously have something to do with the case because otherwise their characters would be completely pointless. But I don't know if Desi's telling the whole truth or if Ron's telling the whole truth. One of them's lying, that's for sure. First I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick. Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls. I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick. Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. It's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out now for a bit. Alright. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. You're 9, and we're like in the equivalent of LA/Tokyo. Where are you going? So I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence. Okay. Desi's still definitely telling the whole truth. She wouldn't lie. Who else did you say would lie? Ron. This guy. Also, I don't trust Atme, but he's probably legit. Right now, my suspicion kind of falls on. I don't know. Adrian might be too. They're all suspicious, but I think Ron and Desi are the most suspicious. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. I don't think we can talk about anything else. No. Also, we have our Magatama, which lets us do a specific thing in this game, and in the last game. It was introduced in the last game. It's not explained in this game yet, though. Let's move to the Atme Detective Agency, since we haven't seen Atme yet. Ron's not lying either. He just doesn't know it. I think you're wrong, but alright. Okay, no one's there. So, main exhibition hall. October 12th, Lordly Taylor, main exhibition hall. Mamaya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please, calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in a failure. She was involved with a case in the last game as well. I don't remember that one very well, though. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. So that's why she's like buddy-buddy with us. I don't look at what I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. Alright. Damascus calling card. She looks a bit like Hawkeye. Like Riza Hawkeye, not not Jeremy Renner. Andrews looks like Hawkeye, really lame. I'm glad that we both said that. So, when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. Right, Atme doesn't like the police. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seems to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police. Oh yeah, Atme and Mask to Mask. He considers the Mask to Mask and himself rivals. I don't fucking know. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about the security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on, to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a Wright souvenir. With a nice souvenir, what the fuck? My bad. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called the paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyways. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibition items from Karain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. So she's very thorough. Okay. I like Adrian. Do you have anything we can talk to her about? It's all my fault, but what's done is done. Make it up by making a new urn for you. I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Okay. That's probably a sign that we can't present things to her. So let's move to the basement. What the fuck? Maya's my favorite, XCal. You can't just say that. I love Maya. Is there really nothing down here? Maybe we do have to present something to her? No, not that. What about this? Nope. Something to do with the urn? I think I just have to go to Atme's. He's probably there now, yeah. October 12th, Atme Detective Agency. Hello? Well, 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 how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. I detest looking at her, therefore I wish death upon her. What the fuck? I love Maya. Dude, she's like one of my favorite characters. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected. What is it? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? You already said this when we first met. I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zavari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Alright, cool, whatever. I don't like this guy. Now the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard all alone last night. Precisely, this is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. Wait, but he's only had 5 heists. How did you know we would do the first one? I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask to Mask since his very first theft. Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit. I'm pretty sure you said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Mask to Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the $1,000,000 question. What is Mask to Mask's modus operandi? Okay. Surprisingly, I find a character annoying. Some of her sprites just look like a frog. That's fucking rude. You wouldn't say that to a fucking real person, dude. What the hell? Mr. Atme, did you know about the sacred urn? How the fuck did she look like a frog? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask to Mask. Sacred urn. Poof. I don't know why I said it like that. Pff. That has nothing to do with this case. But that's literally everything to do with this case. I am a hunter, sir. That urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? Kind of. I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Mask's modus operandi. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are but seekers, wandering alone in the dark. I think his monocle is just a magnifying glass. Well, I was wondering how Mask to Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask to Mask. He was asleep, wasn't he? Oh shit, Psych Locks? Psyche Locks? What the? It's a Psyche Lock. Psyche Lock. Am I saying that? That sounds stupid. I'm gonna call it Psych Lock. I know what a modus operandi is. Excal, I'm not stupid. I've seen her sad sprite. That doesn't look like a frog. Also, that's still rude. Okay, so that's the first instance that we've seen of a Psych Lock in the game, which is what our Magatama is used for. I don't think we have any evidence for it right now, though. Hey Nick, what is this Psych Lock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. But breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? The Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. This is the woman that's going to take over the Kurain channeling school someday. So how do you do it? How do you break the Psych Lock thingy? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Okay. So basically the idea is that he has something he's locking away within himself. That's a secret, and anytime we ask him about the actual thing that has the lock over it, it's just gonna be like, I have no fucking clue. Which is when we use the Magatama, and we try to break the Psych Lock. I called girl penguins in high school. Yeah, but penguins are cute. I guess frogs are. I do want a pet frog, but that was before I even made Greninja, so. Master Mask's ammo. Whatever, I like Maya, she's cute. Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit that crime. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. My accent for him keeps changing. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. That is wrong, that is actually 100% incorrect. I'm not sure why, but this Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have here proof that someone went through the door last night, and it's the camera data, which says that one person went through the door last night. There's a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. Well, what? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just a piece of evidence that should prove it. I have no fucking clue what this piece of evidence is supposed to prove it is. Okay, let's see. Let's suppose you did manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't see it at the time was because you were probably asleep. Ron Psyche of his other persona. No, I don't think he actually... I feel like I've played this case before. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. Oh fuck, you know what? He wasn't asleep last night. He was passed out. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues. Yeah, this cut takes me out. It takes so fucking long to do this. He was knocked out. Okay, come on. Hurry it up. He only has one, so it's not that difficult to get through. I think the maximum you can have is 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. He was definitely unconscious. Okay, we already went through this. He was unconscious because he was hit over the head with a sword. This sword. The fucking sword. The sword. I don't know how to pronounce it. Detective Atme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha. Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only... It's fucking glitter on my pop filter. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Asleep in bathroom scene too situational. I could see me being asleep at the crime scene. Well, detective, what about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. There we go, broke the psych lock. Cool, now we can ask him about it. I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. See, we were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you. What an ugly word, what an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch. He should have his poor head examined. Yeah, the thing's heavy apparently, so you can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Shichishito. The Shichishito. Shichishito. Oh my god. It looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be mask to mask. Now we know it is. Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably mask to mask. But he never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off at exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Well, also, he left his calling card. I guess that's pretty good proof. Ron's the masked man. Detective uses him by locking his psyche. Okay, you don't know how the psych locks works, clearly. That's not how the psyche lock works. That's him. Mask to mask. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal, mask to mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. Brazen. What are you talking about? The mask. So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. D-Light had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me! Well, I guess we'd better go take a look, just in case. Okay. I still think Gumshoe's the best detective. I fucking love Gumshoe. I probably want to talk to her. No, I don't. I want to look around for the green envelope. Oh, it's right there. Hey, Nick. Remember what Detective Atme said? Yeah, okay, we literally just read this like 10 seconds ago. Cool. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. 50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Isn't Desi still here? Isn't she gonna fucking mention something about that? Ding dong. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. She's not gonna come back. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Oh, it's a white fucking knight. Please come and make some coffee. It's like the one picture of Android, a fucking hit and Android, what, 18? It's funny. I know that voice. Gumshoe? Is it Gumshoe? Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guess. Ah, you're... Oh, it's Larry! He is a white knight. Nick, it's you, and Maya too, what a fluke. Ah, Larry. Long time no see. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something? Even what I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this. And married too? Way to go, dude. I guess there should be like, a gorgeous lady too? And married to, gorgeous lady too? Way to go, dude. Maybe it should just be a normal voice. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. This is Larry Butts. His name is Gumshoe, that old dude. Sounds like the name of a Pokemon. Gumshoe is another word for detective, I hope you realize. Also, his name is fucking Detective Dick Gumshoe. All his names are detective. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. What? No, you two are best friends. Come on, Phoenix. Hey, man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client. That's true. It's been 25 years since I first met Larry. What? Wait, so how fucking old? You're not 30, though. 25? You met him when you were 1 year old? Well, we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Of course. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna go check on my bike. Alright, she's out. Quickly, search everything. Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Let's take a look around. Gumshoe equal detective? I don't know, it's a really old thing. It's not like something this game came up with. It's just a joke within a localization team. It's mask to mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? It's a fucking worshipping thing. That's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, I didn't know that. There's no wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. It's proof enough that Rhonda Light really is mask to mask. I don't think so. But it's interesting that he knows the emblem. I better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. Okay, let's talk to Larry. Larry Butts. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. It's my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, he was, he was the first, Phoenix Wright's first client in the first game. Oh my god. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust him anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know Benifer? I followed her all the way to Tibet. Yeah, I followed her all the way to Tibet 2 years ago. Who the fuck is Benifer? That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom. My whole life changed. Benifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. You followed her to Tibet? Women are so, oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Classic Larry. Yeah, he did. He wore an orange jacket and a white shirt. Blue jeans. He's just wearing that for his part-time job. So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. So this is Ron's wallet. Interesting. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Yeah, I wonder why. Hey, Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found out your job, right? Yeah, I worked for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. Okay, well, we got the wallet information up. Larry's a classic character. So what time was it? He's always in love. And failing in love. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning, on the first floor of our company building. Interesting, he wasn't... Mask to Mask was robbing the place at 1 in the morning. What was Mr. Light's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. Yeah, she did say he was a security guard, huh? He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. Hey, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time in a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Guess we got the key card. Nothing else to talk about to him. What if I present my badge to him? I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. Get on your knees, bitch. What about this? Does anything come to mind? I'm here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about me selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Oh, that's right. I remember that case. That was a good case. I guess we'll move. Probably a detention center. Never mind. Let's go to office. Oh, wait, at me? Can we present the envelope to him? Nope, wrong. That's not what I wanted to. Okay. Piddling evidence hog. Oh boy. Okay, he doesn't care. Interesting. That's the main exhibition hall, and the basement. Maybe gumshoes in the basement. Okay, I don't know what the fuck we're doing then. Probably have to present something to someone. Well, Ryan's not in the detention center anymore. Maybe we're not done talking to Larry. Oh, I didn't mean to go back down. Shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Damascus hideout. Nah, I didn't miss anything here. Sure, I think I can show him. Key card, maybe? So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card they use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. Oh shit. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. You don't have a chance with Desi. She's married! It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Yeah, I gotta leave that to the detectives, huh? Okay, so we got some extra info about the key card. But it's not like we can go... It's not like we can go to that area and find out the records for it. Seems like there's something to do with this case, but I'm not really sure. Excellent. What's next? No? Oh, you don't have that option anymore? Okay. I don't know where to go. Maybe talk to Adrian? I don't think she'll give us anything else, so... Maybe we can show the key card and be like, is this where you got the fucking peeps from? No. Okay. Maybe we can talk to Admi about something. Did I miss something? Like, I don't pay attention. Evidently. Oh wait, we have this photo. I don't know if we can use it anywhere. Alright. do you think we should do? Maybe examine this place further. Nick, it's a torpedo. It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he picked up something like this? Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Okay. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. There's a window or something over here? I can't check it, but... Is that camera? Oh, it looks vaguely familiar. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside-down one anyways. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Okay. You barely know what's going on. Good. This is where we reach the point of presenting everything with everyone. Didn't take very long. Maybe I can show them the photo? No. Can't do anything more about the key card. We have to get that record. I just don't know who to show it to get it. This isn't gonna do anything for him. Okay, Larry's not helpful anymore. And neither is Maya. He's not there, so we're gonna go to @me. Maybe @me could show us something. Ron's wallet? Nope. If anything, I'd look for Gumshoe, but he's evidently absent. Oh, I already showed her this. Okay. I probably missed something really, really obvious. Let's take a look around again. This camera setup. I don't see anything new. I might have to look it up. Calling card thief. I know the Phantom Thieves. I'm not, like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying, I don't think he's the guy. Okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick, because this is gonna be fucking stupid. I'll be here forever if I'm trying to... I'm just wandering around aimlessly. Okay, still on turn about. Blah 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 blah. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So we want to... Okay, so where we get the security key? Oh. Wait, I thought I fucking did that. I was pretty sure I did that. Okay. Let's go to Larry. We gotta present the blackmail letter to him. I swear to God I did this. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? Well, I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Larry thought we were fucking blackmailing him. You scared me, man. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. Okay. Okay, so you can probably talk to him about it now. Yeah. Yeah, dude. KB Security's company in the blackmail letter, you know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now. You know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, yes. Anyway, how far away is the company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyways. That's kind of far, isn't it? Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron DeLay was at the KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa. Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Oh, got a phone call. That's the Steel Samurai theme, I think. I wanted to see if it was a reference to another Capcom game, but I'm pretty sure it's the Steel Samurai theme. Sounds like it. Hello? Is this the right residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor and try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of the person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited. Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there, we're coming to get you. Alright, I'm just a little scared. Zavari. Fucking Zavari. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. She's 9. Another one of your special friends. Say goodbye to Misty Light for me, would you, Larry? She's fucking 9, Larry. Get out of here. I'm a detective agency. Search up something, but are so sure that you already did what it describes. Yeah, because I thought I gave him the blackmail letter. Oh, there's a bag on the table. Steel Samurai theme is pretty good. There's multiple Steel Samurai cases, actually. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly! I never thought I'd see the two of you again! Oh, she's crying. How sad. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of his office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were last here? Yeah, the fucking bag on the table. Then she mentioned it. Oops, no, don't move. Okay. Don't check out that bag. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in there. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is such an important investigation. It's true, and truth be told, I have to admit, I'm kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Eek. He's here. What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry, Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zavari! Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick. It sounds like it's gonna be real exciting. Zavari! Oh my god. Yeah, what's up, Edgy Jake? Maskman stuff in it. Bet. This guy isn't Ron. This is fucking... What's his name? At me. They're two different people. Tomorrow's trial. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. What the fuck? Pearl, you're 9. What do you know? Get off my back. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. And then, Zavari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Okay, so he's working for the prosecutor. Yes, all of you. I'll unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? Hehehehe. You're quick on the defense, I see. However, what we didn't defend... It is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. Is it Godot? His name is Godot. Yes. I actually don't remember if I've ever played in a case against Godot yet, even though I know he's a big meme. Atme and Rom are working together. Atme and Ron. I kinda doubt that. Godot. Also, why would... Hang on. I mean, I guess you have some basis there, considering that Atme's been chasing down Mask to Mask for like 5 years. But that's assuming... Not 5 years. 5 heists. But that's assuming that the Mask to Mask we're looking at is the real Mask to Mask. You've taken a step down on this path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is Damask. He. My dear lady, times may change, but people, sadly, do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Time to learn about Godot. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Didn't they say that about, Edgeworth? Godot, a legend or myth, the men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't that right, Nick? I mean, well, yeah, but Edgeworth forged evidence, so... It's no surprise the spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this, but Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. That is correct, although I don't remember why. No, wait, yes I do. In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in his country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office. Atme's probably innocent. Make up your mind. God. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Ooh, let him have it. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. It looks like we're done investigating for the day. Hee, Sir Lawyer. The stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. Is that a psyche lock? No. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Alright. Looks like we're gonna hit up the trial. This would be the perfect place to end. It hit my 2-hour mark, and it, you know, it's a save point, but I'm gonna keep going. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey Nick. What is it? Something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, look at this. I bought this Mask to Mask publicity photo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You bought this? Where? From the little tents around the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Okay. Interesting. I want to see something. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Let me see something real quick. I want to know if... There's probably something about his outfit that's different. Because it was added to the court case, court record for a reason. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get less ugly for you. Can we check it on the screen? You know, he seems too short. You know? I feel like the game's making it obvious that Ron's perpetrator, so start thinking he's innocent and but then you... I mean, there are cases like that. I don't think this is one of them, though. Because I did it, I'm the criminal. Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor. I admit it, but you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. Why are they? Okay, so they're both English? So why are you smiling when you say it? I mean, actually, I don't know if the other guy, but cross is usually a British term. Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. There's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Okay, well, that's our basic summary for the court. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 6. That's Godot, the legendary Godot. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ah, fuck. I don't know what's going on with my back. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you just say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. What the fuck? No, of course not. I'll pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. Ooh. That's a fucking sick sax. I've never lost a case. He's like Von Karma. He's the one detective. He's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of case have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What? What did she say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. What the fuck? Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our face or over our hearts. Damn, this guy's the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statements. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. So he's never... Wait, he's never fucking had a court case? Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Is this Atme? Oh, it's Gumshoe. Okay. Nice jazz. Godot. Sax equals automatically jazz, right? I mean, sax is typically used in jazz. Whatever the word I'm looking for is. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. This Gumshoe is one of my favorite characters. He probably is my favorite character in the Wright series, in the Ace Attorney series. Mask to Mask is a master thief that first starred Started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and has usually sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Mask to Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Mask to Mask is... Mr. Godot, you... Oh my god, that was so fucking slick. Who the fuck is this man? Holy shit. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. What the fuck is going on? Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. That was fucking slick. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do is show that it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole the urn. Wait, how are we supposed to show that? We have a picture that it was. Okay, so we're against Godot. Okay, so... what are we gonna do? So we have to prove that Mask to Mask isn't the one who stole it, but... that kind of is a problem considering we have this. Unless it's not him at all. But he sends calling cards, so we know... Oh, to security at Lordly Taylor. I'll be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art and display in your Treasure of Quran exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Mask to Mask. Okay. I don't think we have anything we can present. It definitely looks like it was Mask to Mask who stole the urn, but there's no real evidence either way as to whether Rhonda Light is Mask to Mask. But also the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Mask to Mask who did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mask to Mask that did it. Okay, but like how the fuck... The urn is broken and it has no value. The thing about it is that Pearl in the last game during a case, she fucking broke it. It's supposed to say Amy. Hang on. It's supposed to say Amy on it, but she broke it and tried gluing it back together and she ended up spelling I am, so now it just fucking says I am and everyone's like, yeah, it's supposed to say I am, duh. So anyways. Yes, it's fucking worthless. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Adney stopped Miss Andrew from taking it to the police. That's suspicious. That one is a lot more suspicious. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. We're absolutely certain that this card is real. She can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. It says fist heist. Okay. It's 5th heist, and you're 5th screw up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. That's true. It wasn't his fault. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private out. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Adney. Adney's like stuck up, dude. Oh yeah, you're right. It doesn't have any value. I was just gonna keep pressing. It's just funny that it's broken. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of priceless art, or precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The 2 appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask Damask would normally go after. I feel like something's stabbing me in the back. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thefts of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask Damask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get to the issue cleared up. We need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Damask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Oh shit. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. I want to make it... That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask Damask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask Damask's method. Fake. A fake Mask Damask. Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Hey, where the fuck do you get the second coffee cup from? Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Damn, that's some fucking sexy swallowing right there. Oh my god. I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. How the fuck do I prove that? Not that one. Is it really supposed to be this one? Oh! Wait a second. He's missing the thing on his chest. Objection! Take that! Proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it, not particular. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. Right fucking there. It's right here, of course. I wonder how big the hitbox is on that. You mean Mask Damask? I've here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? This problem I have with the security cam photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff! Get my steed! We need to retreat at once! A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. Jesus fucking Christ. But the Damask in the security camera photo... Ah! He has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as a symbol. You aren't supposed to say that, right? That's not knowledge that's supposed to be released to the public. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask Damask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. Yeah, that's true. Order, it's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... He keeps getting this fucking coffee. Here it comes. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha! The brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? Ah. That's Mask Damask's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? I was talking about Amy. It must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. What? After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. No, it's not. That's literally not the safest place. This guy's one cool customer. Stop, where's the key in the car? It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? Dan Godot. What's his full name? It's Godot. Okay, we don't know anything about him. That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rondi Light's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Okay, interesting. Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. I mean it, appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Why? Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. No, there shouldn't have been a struggle at all. He fucking knocked out at me in one hit, and then he just went in. Nobody else would stop him. You mess with Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff. Fuck. It's finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? In case there are two detectives testifying. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Hee. Now I see it's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? You have to be fucking blind to not see that. Well, yes, that's right. Ha! Not bad at all. No. What? No. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, sir prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Oh, shit. Why was this guy all by himself anyways? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Sus. Well then, tell me what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Tell me what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing his voice. I'm getting kind of tired of doing the accent. It's approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. It's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask Damask, dancingly descended upon me. I kind of like it, though. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone and notified the police. Okay. 30 minutes. Wait a second. Is there anything about that here? No, there's no... Okay, we don't have an autopsy because they're not fucking dead. Especially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Yes, seriously. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain we are not speaking of any ordinary thief. But of the king of thieves, the great Mask Damask, my arch-enemy. That is why my instincts and my years of experience tells me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Look at me. I like doing his voice, it's just my throat. case, let's just... I always like to go through all the text just to... Because you can't skip them when you're reading it for the first time here. They can go back and instantly do it. Alright, so what are we looking for here? 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the day change. That's what the picture looks like, so we're pretty much clear on that. Wait. No, this one says it's before 1 o'clock. 30 minutes later. That's not right, though. Did I do this again? So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. I'm just gonna stop. Near the computer, huh? So you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting off for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that he never saw him at the scene of the crime. Precisely. That's precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the only one applying pressure on your pigeon... fucking... pigeony head, that is. Pigeony. In any case. Okay. Should I present that? Sure, what else do we have? Get the brooch. Blackmail letter. Ron's wallet. And a key card. I say we take our chances. And I was wrong. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Must be on the wrong track. We should save. Because if I die, then I have to start from earlier. Oh, he said approximately. I thought it said 1 a.m. Turn card strip. Did you actually see him coming? I wonder. Let's check this. 30 minutes. About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Which piece? Okay, so we're going for the thing where he's fighting back. Probably something to do with the fucking... Where was it that was mentioned? Maybe it was on the sword. It doesn't seem right. There's a piece of evidence. Okay, well, let's press this. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer. Have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. Yeah, you got amnesia, I remember that. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that's how I was knocked senseless, and then... Press the line when he says I got hit. Didn't I just press that? This one? You can see the criminal's face when that happened. Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. It's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle. The security camera at the ready. Okay, so captures his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Of course he wouldn't. Are you kidding me? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here. So this part somehow contradicting the evidence. Wait, isn't this him leaving? Since he already has the box. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Anyways, like I was saying, if he was leaving at 1 a.m., then that's kind of wrong. Huh? Oh, wait. I guess we could present this. And we're wrong. Maybe I'm presenting at the wrong piece of dialogue. Or maybe I'm supposed to present it here. What did I present it on? Whoops. I think I want to present it here. And we're wrong. Oh my god. Amy said he got knocked out at 1 a.m. That's what I'm saying. I also have no idea what he meant by a 30-minute time period. He was knocked out for 30 minutes. Objection overruled. Perfect. Let's just keep presenting this one picture. I mean, I presented this here already, right? Yeah. Let's take a look at what we have to do again. Unconscious before I could fight back, but that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Before I could land a single strike. Dude, we don't have to present the weapon, right? Because he was knocked out with the back of the head. The statue? There's time that literally says 1 a.m. What? What, this one? Didn't we? I'm pretty positive I already presented this picture here. And I lost points for it. If he was knocked out for 30 minutes, then... Oh wait, no, you're right. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone. Interesting. It has something to do with... Wait, what's the camera data say? Around 1 a.m. Okay, so that's when he entered. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. He has the box already, which is the most confusing part. This box was where the urn was kept. That's a posty photo. That'll work anywhere else. Phoenix Wright games are pretty particular about what order you present things in. So even if you have the right, like even if something's right, it'll tell you it's wrong until, you know, that part needs to happen. That's probably the biggest complaint people have about the game. Did we already press this one? Yeah. Okay. So, something to do with the fact that he couldn't, that he didn't fight back? What does it say again? Move the night of the crime. Maybe it says... Nope. This is clearly wrong. Please think over the facts. We have one more shot. I don't know. We could try presenting the sword. I don't think it's right. No, it's not. We lost. He's guilty. He's guilty. We lost. This is the game over screen. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Ron D. Light, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. It's the fact that he didn't see him? What's wrong with that? Plus, that's not what Phoenix tells us to check out. Specifically, he says... Oh my god, I have to mash through this again. He says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back, but that can't be right. That's a clear contradiction of the evidence. This is the line you were talking about, then. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. That's not great camouflage. Hereby W. Ace Dunce. Damn. Okay. Fierce blow upon my noble head. That's true, because they hit him with the sword over his head. Dark swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. We could just press everything. That's what I usually do when I don't know what to do. Alright, check this one. So something to do with the camera. Alright, did that one. Oh, I hit B. I think I already did this one. We'll double check. Oh wait, this is before I did it in the save. I'm mashing as fast as I can. I can do it. Alright, I need to think. Get out of the sweater. Sorry, I'm undressing in the middle of stream. 30 minutes later, using the emergency phone. Did we press this one already? Yeah, we did. Okay. I use this time to figure out what we're doing. What's the evidence that proves... Oh, I know what it is. I'm an idiot. I didn't even think of that. Oops. It's the brooch. It was torn off from fabric. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Damask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Aha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off. Huh. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. We did it, boys. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why do you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. I didn't know. Wait just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. He. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Damn. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, agree completely. Okay, so we got an updated fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, BAM! And that's all she wrote. Yeah, that's true enough. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Damask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. His third crime? It's his fifth heist. Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. That's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That's not okay. That can't be good. You gotta think inside the box. Fight with the thief. Okay. Just looked away. Look at me. Can't be okay. Grabbed a weapon from the side, which is the Amy statue. Okay. What are we looking for here? So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I prepared a variety of other sensors as well. I didn't notice any, but 2 alarm one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you're momentarily vulnerable while you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Maybe about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about, Motion? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioners, ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. Did UV even do anything? Was it all yours? Lord Lee Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that fucking took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts he had of me, Sir Lawyer? Okay. He was pretty easily discombobulated, not gonna lie. What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forget what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyways? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forgot what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Atomy has an ancient sword from his side. What's... no. Mask Damask took the sword from the Amy statue. It looks like you've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. So you grab a weapon from the side and render me senseless. You grab this sword. Shishito. I said it. Oh my god. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. I don't want to say it loudly. I'm tired. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, Luke Atomy, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. It's not a real sword, so... Okay, so he is talking about the So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? You fought with bare hands. Okay, let's just press everything. You have that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. Was it because there were no other weapons around at me? Sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Damask. This guy's a real piece of work. Okay. Tell us a little more about what happened. My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was... powericious. Powericious. I assumed the Atomy fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. Blind... wait. Yeah, that sounds pretty important. Atomy fighting style. So what was this flash of light that blinded you? It was bathed in golden lights. It seemed to come from the statue of the woman. So is a reflection. What do you think, Nick? It's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. What is it? This Look At Me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. I'm not. And about the true nature of this detective. I was gonna watch a bunch of pro and general footage, then saw you were streaming. What's up, guys? Amy said it was from his side. Amy did not say it was from his side. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's the Dark Souls 3 crossover. It's probably my favorite Dark Souls Ace Attorney crossover of the series. He's fighting Solaire. Unfortunately, Thief grabbed a weapon. Look, Xcal clearly says, grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Where do you keep getting his side from? You're blind. It clearly says the side. Anyways, what am I forgot what I was doing. I want to learn more about that Atomy fighting stance, though. Hang on. Real quick. Let's find out about that fighting style. What is this Atomy fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's not good. That's it? That's the Atomy fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? Wait, what? I can actually... No, wait, his back goes to the wall. No, that is important. Hang on. Of course it's important. We've learned the detective's secret technique after all. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Oh my god. No, trust me. It's useful. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. His back was to the wall, meaning he couldn't have been struck from behind. Thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Wait, that would be the security camera. Whatever. That's to the back of the head, dummy. But he kept saying from my side, as bathed in a flash of light, I'm not blind. You know, that's how a lot of boxers just stay to the rope. Yeah, but ropes aren't walls, dummy. You can hit people through ropes. Your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. That shit was cancelled. What fun this is, sir lawyer. It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. Now I want to play Professor Layton. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet out of my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door, Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. I don't know what that was. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. That neck thing is so weird. Like, I don't know what that is. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Third eye, I'm surprised the game did not close instantly after you mentioned Layton. Hey, I mean, they're pretty close. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. I got fucking Godot over here drinking all his coffee like nobody's business. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that. What? How do you make his coffee do that? Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. You have a lot of frickin' rules, Godot. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that there is no ace detective. I think that much is true. Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is mask to mask. All of these seem kind of far out there, actually. I don't think he's mask to mask. At least, not at this point in the case, in the trial. Dude's too cool. Geordie LaForge got cool and got a law degree. Dude, you're right. He keeps getting coffee from nowhere. I'm gonna say that he's a fake. I don't really know. He's a fake. So now it's not just mask to mask. You're saying I'm a fake too. An ace detective could never be as forgetful as this guy. Imposters like you are often suspicious of others as well. Really, this is too much. Next you'll be calling me a fake too. Okay. Well, Mr. Wright, what exactly are you asserting? Well, we can only get it wrong so many times. Let's go with mask to mask. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually mask to mask. Alright, hang on a second. Got... Alright, cool. To err is human. Fun fact, Alexander Pope created that quote, I think. Well, do less thinking and do more knowing. You know, keep it up here. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I don't know. There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. That explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, mask to mask. I don't buy it. But Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows mask to mask. The security camera belongs to the Lordly Tailored department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atme, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer. On the phone during a stream? This isn't a stream. This is a Phoenix Wright session. Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yeah, it's time to put the last nail on this guy's coffin. But how can I ever know that I know? Is this going to be 100% sure? Nothing is impossible. Detective Atme, when you assumed the thief's identity... He threw coffee on me. What the fuck? That jazz. That's good. Godot Blend, number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points tonight, and he's covered in coffee. He's probably burned his face by now. I'll admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Damn. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly. I'm burning up in here, sir. What's the big rush? Playing Phoenix Wright can't talk his way out of being on a phone during a stream. Would you believe a man who's covered in coffee? I'd believe a man who's covered in coffee. He's probably in a lot of pain. Are you alright, Nick? Adamy looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? I have no idea. The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Adamy is in fact Mask de Mask. Prove that he's Mask de Mask. We don't have the evidence for that yet. It's yet to be found. Proof? Of course yeah, I've got nothing. Huh. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. It's no good, I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's a thief. What? So I'm supposed to say... Oh my god. We don't have any evidence. Are you serious? Look at our court record. What do we have that proves... Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. It went off once. There's the Amy Faye golden statue. There's that. This doesn't prove anything. We have nothing! Just pile drive at me. If you pile drive and then the law states that you must be correct, you're blocking or losing. It's just a fighting game. I mean, Phoenix Wright was in Marvel vs. Capcom, right? Can't think of counterattack at all. Wait, was that definitely... I'm sorry, did I just lose the case? Is there anything further to add than... Hold it! Is that Gumshoe? Who? Oh. It's, what's her name? Desiree. Desiree. I don't know. That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Oh, right. We didn't get to finish looking in the bag. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, oh, wow, that's... a fake. That's not real. What? She's lying. The sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn. No, hang on a second. That's not the urn. Order, you, madame. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants' ace detective. Luke at me. Okay, now I don't trust her, because that's not the urn. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Whew, things are spicing up in court, aren't they? Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Ratney? Even you were going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken on his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Adamy was involved? Before casting aspirations at Detective Adamy, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? stylish. She's stylish as fuck. Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. I'm with Godot on this one. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Damn. Ron's still the masked man bet? You should still trust her, she's just that loyal. But she's clearly wrong. At least she brought the wrong evidence. I don't know where that urn came from, because that's not the urn that we're looking for. So did Amelia Earhart just flew in to save your case? No, no, that's not the right, that's not real. That's not a... This isn't the sacred urn. Please, madame, the town's already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we've been witness to. You're wrong, I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency. Listen, it may have been in the Acme Detective Agency, but it's not the urn we're looking for. Let's see some fingerprints or something. I don't know. By the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. He wears gloves. It doesn't even matter. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. I've come too far to turn back now. Admin must have brought that urn back to his office yesterday. There, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. No, what? No, why? The defense proposed that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Whose? Nobody's fingerprints should be on the urn. Apart from Desiree, but that's because she brought it. Wait, do I not have a choice here? I have to present someone. Oh wait, it should be me. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyways? I totally forgot I touched it. That Pinocchio asshole is real slick. Yeah, you're right. So what is all this fuss? Look at him cleaning his monocle. Mr. Radme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there. And he interrupted us before we got to take it out. But we saw it. I mean, we felt it. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look into the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? He doesn't want us touching his hard, smooth thing. I remember it was very well. It was smooth and hard. Damn. Say that in a court of law, man. That was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office. Come on, Godot. What do you got to say about it? Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? Not what I said, it's what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it was after that. After that was yesterday, at the Acme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot Blend number 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Damn, that's what he's upset about. Gonna guess Desi's no, hers wouldn't be on there. Dum dum. Please fake. Let the urn choose, stick your hand in one at a time, and if it gets cursed, then they're the criminal. I don't think that's how it works. It's a fake urn anyways. Accept the defense request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say. Precisely. I already know Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. He doesn't seem very broken down. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Although I don't think he did it. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. Do fruitcakes have nuts? You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Mask to Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. He's going insane. I don't think he did it. Mr. Fingerprints, evidence on urn. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching. Him with the title of thief. I think you're right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't a thief. The court finds the detective, Mr. Ron Delight. Yeah, the case shouldn't end here. Oh, okay, it's him that's telling him. You're wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you think this is, but... That's right. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry up and pass judge... What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Godot's gonna take full advantage of this. I also didn't even know that Phoenix was hinting that he touched it when he said smooth and hard. Well, what else do you think? That he just fucking knew was smooth and hard in that bag? I thought I told you it was an urn. I'm pretty sure I said that. Besmirching. Oh, yeah, I know that word. It's Vega. I can't even remember what Vega looks like right now. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Mask to Mask, then prove it. That's what I mean. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. He's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Chill the hell out, have some Godot number 110 bland coffee. Yeah, I would like that. Blend. I said blend. I don't know, I don't drink coffee, but the truth is I've been Mask to Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask to Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume, then I instantly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see me right there in the photograph. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. Interesting. But Adamy said that there was a fight. I don't like the direction this trial is taken. But that's how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Hee hee hee. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. That's kinda gay. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, right? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise to you. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask to Mask. What is going on right now? I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Alright. So I noticed he said... Where is it? It's like the 4th or 5th one. I know, it's this one. We have... I guess we don't have an alibi. No, yeah, we do. He found it at 1 AM. Let's present it. There we go. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when did you find a wallet? When When you find a wallet, you should report it to police right away. Ah, no, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? He's like a dog. He's like, what? Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. Proves Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No, he's like trying to get caught for something he didn't do. Wheel damage. So it's hard-coded into my brain that those words create laughter. So the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning. Then that proves he has a watertight alibi. The point's slightly different between that pose and the pose in the bottom screen. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Lisa Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyways. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do what I will. God, he's like a freaking... It's like one of those people that are like, Master said to shut up. I'm so happy right now. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked out. He's like his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when he took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. Man, you have to have really crappy, like, object permanence to drop your wallet while taking out a key card. Do you, like, just pick the card and then just drop the entire wallet? No. Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. He still doesn't know that my name is Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. This stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. I'm actually not sure why he went. Oh wait, yes I do. It was a blackmail letter. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm thinking now? I'm sure that's what Exhale was mentioning earlier, but I'm thinking now that Ron is covering for At Me. I'm not sure why, but I think that's what's happening right now. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's probably why At Me knew about the blackmail letter. At Me probably sent it himself. What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail. Yes, basically it says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. He's oh my god. I think I've seen a picture of Godot without his mask. It's when the theft of the urn occurred. The defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Let's see what Godot's got. Well, let's say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? Say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Wait, but it's still blackmail. We know he wasn't there, right? Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. I think I'm gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There's someone else who could testify. Testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Well, probably Larry, because he was also there. What? Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? It was 2 years ago, right? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working in the guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. Rich, I didn't realize you posted it. You posted at the same time I said it. Maybe Admi has some dirt on Desi? Probably not. We know that Desi likes Ron, especially because of his money. So perhaps Atmi was forcing him to pay up and he needs some extra cash, something like that. Something like that, maybe. Atmi has nudes. Larry? No. I mean, he's not like a criminal by any means. We've always proved him innocent. That's the key card they use in the building at work, according to this. Yeah, we were working on this. It always comes up butts. If something smells, it's usually the butts. Rule of thumb. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Alright, Godot seems to be getting his composure back. Oh, never... Never mind. I thought he kept his cool. Didn't say he was a criminal, just knowing they had records. Oh, okay. He doesn't have records. The keycard is the records. Larry's just kind of an idiot. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. Wait, he already had this? Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, the card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. So Godot's going to come up with a way of saying that it was someone else who used this card. That means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Mask to Mask in this photo. Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe. So then... I don't think it's over. Godot's going to push hard for this. Ron Delight was clearly in the office as KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Mask to Mask. It's impossible for him to be Mask to Mask, but is he going to insist on something else? That's enough. I came perilously close to... Oh, God. I can't remember the pronunciation. What's wrong, Your Honor? Besmeeching? I'm ready to pass judgment. Before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. That couldn't have been the whole case. We haven't even found the urn. Like, the urn's still missing. I'm pretty sure that detective isn't Mask to Mask, or if he is, we've still got a lot more questions for him. Yeah, the coffee slide is sick. It's some good tech. Infinite coffee tray. You should see him, dude. He drinks the coffee and then he just gets another cup randomly. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I don't trust her. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Did she hit me? Youch! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Double slap. It's super effective. Last time I did that mug slide IRL filled to empower them broke the mug on my friend's head. Well, anyway, it probably looked cool as hell in real life. All's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. This is not the sacred urn. Also, why does it have pink splotches all over it? This is a fake. This is what the urn looks like. This is clearly not the urn. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Oh please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case... And why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. Godot. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. That's why I couldn't contact him directly. Oh my god, and Ron was with him. Now we have to prove Ron's innocence or criminal in that case. Kane Bullard. Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? But body. The estimated time of death was at 1 a.m. on October 12th. Yeah, I thought it wasn't over. We haven't seen a body yet, so. It says Amy and everything. It was also cursed. 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. Imbrued. I don't know why I said it like that. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you don't know it. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I'm a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least, let me have some fun while I'm here. Damn, this guy thinks he's like a reincarnation. He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Damn, I'm going back in the slammer 2 seconds after he got out. At me and Ron are working together. Now I don't know. Amy, am I, AM1, 1 AM. Oh my god. Nick had this happen right in front of our very eyes. Our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Ronnie. X-Cat, I still think you're wrong. But arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? I think this is a save point. Yeah, it is. Should I keep going? Maybe I should keep going for a bit. I think we're going to have an investigation next, though. If it's in the trial, I want to keep going, but if it's investigation, then it's probably going to be... Yeah, it's investigation. Of course it will be. We'll keep going for a bit. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office. Ron's getting blackmailed into it, don't worry about it. CEO's office, so when the murder occurred. No way, Jose, I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there, it was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like he did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Okay, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you to spend some quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearl knows that that's not the urn, though. Maybe she's just a dumb 9-year-old. Maybe Pearl's so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls. Okay. Now off she goes. Time to get going on this murder investigation. A lot more talking to be had. So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Sigh. Speaking of asking around, got a few questions of my own for Miss Delight. Oh my god. Let's make sure to go to the detention center. I don't see how she's a frog. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, you bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't... How do you even say that? Don't bring at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like he always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Mine doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic's Amy's name into I am. That repairer was one mechanically unscaled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Pearl has never got her eyes off the prize. Maya's a bad girl. Maya's nice. I like Maya. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I also like Phoenix Wright, because he's cool as hell. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Korean Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. So what happened last year still bothering you? Alright. That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium used the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Second game. Play the second game. That murder wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounded like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay, we're about done here. Let's head over, I guess, to the detention center and talk to Mr. Delight. Or Ron. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case in their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. He always looks on edge. He's looked on edge for the last 2 games, Maya. Come on. Okay. I guess we have to go to Desiree. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Misty Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Misty Light has such a vulnerable side. I'm curious about, Mask to Mask. Like, he's a thief, so does he have a code about not killing? Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Misty Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Misty Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie's the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief. Ha! The very idea. What about the blackmail? Do you know about that? I guess you would. I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Is a thief equal won't kill Batman is a thief? Rich, you're a thief. I hate those kinds of people more than anything. I mean, thieves usually don't kill, right? Yeah. I mean, ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. That's a really specific and niche thing to hate. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. Okay, that's a little broader. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyways? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? So obviously the real Mask to Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atmy knew more about Mask to Mask than anyone else. He mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now. He has a secretary? We kind of just walk into his office. But I forced my way past her into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Which reminds me of Lotta. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Okay. Might do a few more things and Misty Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Oh, that's right. According to what we heard today. Wendy Light was once an employee. Wait, Wendy got fired. But he quit, he doesn't work there anymore. Oh, Wendy quit. Looks like Misty Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. 30 minutes by car, 20 by motor. Second. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. I actually don't know if Wright has a car or not. I wonder. Misty Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. And love at first sight. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Misty Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. I'm sure you would. Wright's kind of a crybaby. I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. And crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. He doesn't sound like a very effective security guard. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sneef, sneef. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Okay, cool. So over to KB Security. We'll probably see Larry over there. Sneef, sneef! I like that noise. October 13th, KB Security CEO's office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What does that got to do with anything? Gumshoe, hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made a real fool out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Oh, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Dude, I love Detective Gumshoe. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Okay, right. Okay. I see how it is. Nah, man. I'm just looking at chat and being like, I need to interact. I don't think there'll be another psyche lock in this. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. Look at those mutton chops, jeez. He's CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. Happened at exactly the same time that Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Okay. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Jesus. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Let's say the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. I think we still need some more information about... Oh, is it Billiard? The monitor makes it look like Bullard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right again. Shit. Is it? Oh no, she said... Okay. No, it is Bullard. She said it right. Or she said it wrong. Thank God, I thought I was an idiot for a second. Shit, I meant to get the second one. Oh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyways. So who is it that Java-addicted masked maniac anyways? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said it was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in the court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Yeah, he's close to Edgeworth, dude. Goosebumps, you? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They're all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godak guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Interesting. Godak's too good, he came from hell. He's a demon of the law. Damn, that does sound pretty cool, actually. What happened to Mask to Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again? He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. See, it's exactly like she said. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Adme was always around when the calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. I don't think he's a thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. He just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, save the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. That's gonna be important later. Gem the thief. Precious gem. The Tear of Emanon was the target of last night's robbery. This guard, haven't I seen him somewhere before? Is that Larry? Or is that Ronnie? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it, let's take a look at that. She probably won't tell us. Yeah, I think so. It's either Ronnie or Larry. Okay, let's take a look around. That's safe, I guess. Ew, think about it. That guy was laying in here all night. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta wait for Gumshoe to, you gotta just play it out long enough for Gumshoe to bring some real evidence. Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in there, must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Oh ho ho ho, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis, I checked. Everyone except one, that is. Is that Bullard? Well, no, it's former security chief Ron DeLight. Ron DeLight, he was a security chief? Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. Oh, this looks like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. They have those like clinics and stuff. Can't get between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. Be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Okay, that's probably not gonna be in there. Big thick binder. Leave the heaven lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah. This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info about him. What kind of info? So with incredibly detailed information about his methods on the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tears of Emanon, 100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So 100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number's second. It seems kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Okay, so yeah, we're on this guy. You thought it was gonna be the dead guy? That did what? That was Mask to Mask? Oh. That was in the background? Oh, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rise majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out much or he had a really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if you had lived a little longer, you would have seen some better days. It's pretty harsh. This must be the CEO's desk. It looks a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Gumshoe gonna say anything? Oh, ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Eek. Alright, cool. I knew how to open the safe. Oh. I thought it was gonna be the dead guy too. It's probably the dead guy. Stop bashing on Maya. I agree, Maya is precious. Anyways, that's gonna be enough for tonight. I've exhausted my brain. I can't even think of anything to say anymore. Maya isn't even a Japanese name. You're right. But Maya's the best. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back on Monday probably. I might stream tomorrow if I feel like it. Holy fuck. I think we should all just set aside our differences and agree that Maya is best girl. So, at least that's what I believe. Alright. That'll be it for the stream though. I'll be back on Monday or whenever. Check my Twitter, I guess. You guys can keep fighting in offline chat or whatever. I don't really care. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Good night. Wait, let me use my emote. There we go. Alright. Good night. See ya.